And we're back. We're gonna play some more Arkham, the Daryl and Cho run. I upgraded my Daryl deck and put in 2 gumptions, and I put in field research on empirical hypothesis, just so we can trigger getting some more evidence. Nathaniel Cho, I upgraded one of his boxing gloves and 1 counter punch with Down the Rabbit Hole. It only cost us 3 XP, so both people have 1 XP left. Today we're going to find Francis Morgan, I hope, but we'll see how it goes. He's gambling at this place. We got 4 Doom. Criminals here gain aloof, which means they won't engage you. If we punch them though, we will advance. We can cheat when we reveal a token. We need 8 clues. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to do my opening mulligans and see what we get. Okay, not too bad. Scrounge is alright in our opening hand here. I think we'll keep Keyring, Scrounge. Coat can go back. We'll put the flashlight back. We'll put burning. We'll put these back for some other cards. We can't have the ruined film. There we go. That seems pretty good. There's our 10 cards from short supply. And then we'll do Cho. We're going to stand together. So what we want here is, we want some more fight cards. You know, all of these can go away. Let's get a fresh 5. Okay, not too bad. Oh, let me group these. It's not going well already. Get on there. Alrighty. So I think probably snap these clues up, move in. We'll leave Daryl here. This guy goes over for the person with the highest book, and if we discover clues at his location, he'll smack us. So let's try and get these clues immediately with Daryl. It's only 2 shroud, not too bad. Did we get a wing in it in our bin? I don't think we did. We did. Let's just immediately do this wing in it. So it puts the shroud to 1. We're on 5. I don't think we'll need to do anything crazy here. Let's just try and get both these clues with a simple test. Yep. Puts us to 2. And winging it says we get an additional clue because we played it out of our bin. So that's not too bad. First action. Let's just play Keyring for our second. And we're going to stay here to debate this guy. So I'll just, I'll get a resource. Cho's going to play his mirror. I don't think I forgot to get the bonded cards. How foolish of me. They're over here. Oh, please. There we go. Alrighty. So 1 goes to our hand. 2 go in our deck. That's 1 action. Let's move Cho down into the lounge. It is, while it's Act 1, it gains discard an ally, gain 2 clues. Now, sadly we don't have any allies. So, I think we'll just slam Cho down to the card room so he can begin gambling. And that's our turn. So during the enemy phase, he's going to move up here, because Daryl has the most book. Why is it showing there's 2 Doom in play? Oh, I flipped my clues accidentally. We'll do an upkeep. Doom goes on the agenda. And it's time for bad cards. We got a mobster. So he's still aloof at the moment. So he will spawn here. And Cho got Curse Lock. It's -1 to his skill tests. And if he passes by a skill test by 1 or more, we can discard it. So, I think the first thing we'll do is just get Cho's stuff out the way. He's going to try and gamble. So it's 2 resources per. It's Elder Sign, gain 2 clues, resources. An even number, we gain 2 clues. Or an odd number or a skull symbol, blah, blah, blah. Nothing happens. Let's do it. First action. Okay, well, that's an even number. 2 is even. It doesn't care that it says minus. It just cares that the number itself is even. 0 counts as even as well. That's not too bad. I think we'll go again. Oh, wow. That's incredibly good. And then his last action, he'll get a resource. Wow, that's real good. 2 off getting this. Daryl's going to move down. I don't have an ally in hand. I could do a test and try and get Granny Orn back. What's the shroud here? We could just do a basic investigate. Try and get Granny Orn. Just to ditch her. The gambling, you're not normally that lucky. Let's do it. I'll investigate here at 6 versus 2. Yep. So we'll get Granny back to our hand from Resourceful. And our last action will pitch her to this action here. Discard an ally, gain 2 clues. Alright, yeah, let's, we have to immediately spend them, so we will. After speaking with a number of gamblers and servers, it seems as though Dr. Morgan had quite the run lately. Instead of cashing out his winnings, he was convinced to double down. He was last seen entering a guarded hall near the back. Put in the darkened hall. So, darkened hall, we're going to need these back hallways eventually. And it is agenda 1. So we'll slap a criminal there. He's going to be waiting. Discard cards from the top. Yeah. Until we get a criminal. Oh, that's a rat. That's another rat. Well, they're deep in there. Oh, here we go. Here's a mobster. Yeah, and he's just waiting, you know. Alrighty. Well, that's everyone's turn. This is the only guy with Hunter. He'll move here to Daryl. And then we'll do upkeeps. Doom goes there. Daryl got a rat on him. And hunted down. If there's no unengaged criminals in play, if there are one or more unengaged criminals, each of them moves 1 location. Each enemy that engages, no one's going to engage me, but everyone is going to move a location towards Cho. They're still aloof at the moment. That's a lot of people. I think Cho's probably just going to move, hit this rat, and then come back down. So Cho's going to move. He's going to engage this rat, actually, just in case. We don't want to hit our buddy. Oh, that's the mobster. What an idiot. I want this rat. He's going to engage this rat. Move, engage. He's just going to punch it at 5 to 1. 4 to 1, really, because of curse luck. I believe. No whammies. -2. Yep. So, being at 4, we get a -2. We beat it by 1. So both of these go. And that's his turn. As usual, it's great. Alright, Daryl's going to move down here and into the darkened hall. So, when it's revealed, we put 3 of them into play. Here they are. We do a little shuffle. And Daryl's just going to move into one, set up ready for next turn. Or is he going to play Granny Orn? I'll play Granny Orn, actually. Get some extra soak out while I can. Yeah, that's it. We done. Enemy phase. This man's just going to follow Daryl everywhere. Upkeep. So we have to be careful where the enemies are next turn, because this is going to pop over and they're going to lose aloof. Also, this one we just need to find the VIP area and spend 4 clues. I forgot to say that. Caught cheating? No, I wasn't. I haven't cheated yet. It's got Surge though. So we'll go to something else. So it's the enemy one again. Yep. So each of them moves a location towards me. They're getting ready to mug Daryl. Okay, there's another thug. He's not engaged with us yet. Wow. So many enemies. It's going to be rough soon. Alright. I think we'll just get Cho ready, and by that I mean we'll move. And then, I think we're probably just gonna get a resource for his last action, ready to play some of these fancy cards next turn. Daryl's gonna... this doorway. We like it here. The back alley. So this is where we resign. That's pretty good. We've got a Shed a Light at the moment, so I think it's pretty good to go 1, 2, and then find a different location. Lower the shroud. Get a bunch of clues from multiple locations next turn. I keep forgetting to use his camera, but you know, we've only really had enemies. Yeah, that was his turn. Opening up the stuff so we can Shed a Light next turn. Enemy phase. This guy's going to move down here. Everyone else stays. We do upkeep. Ooh. Another Shed a Light. Oh, he's self-centered. Okay. So self-centered is... I cannot commit cards to other investigator skills, tests, or affect other investigators with player cards, except ones that cause damage or horror. Alright, so this is going to tick over. And that's bad because we basically skipped this event. Our question has drawn the attention of several men, hired thugs. Francis don't want to be bothered, one of them says. We suggest you leave the premises before we force you to leave. That's how I imagine they sound. Shuffle the encounter deck. We have finished extracurricular, so we skip directly to agenda 2B. So this will get shuffled in. So this is agenda 2A. We go straight to the back here. We hear a crash from somewhere outside and screams of pain in the lounge, a terrible monstrosity smashes through the entrance to the club, crushing the stairwell and knocking over gangsters and patrons alike. We have to spawn one of the set-aside hideous abominations in the Clover Club lounge. So we'll do that. It's one of these. The rest of this set goes in to the encounter deck, and then we move all investigators and unengaged enemies from Labella Luna to the lounge, and Labella Luna's messed up. It's this boy. Conglomeration of spheres. So these two and this are going to go in the encounter deck as well. And now we've got 7 turns to try to do stuff. At the start of the enemy phase, each criminal that's at the same location as Abomination's just killed. So yeah. Fun. Alright. Now we get to do bad cards. And this guy is engaged with Daryl. This guy is engaged with Cho. Twist of Fate. I've got to reveal a random token. So this is if we reveal a positive, or no, which we didn't. We didn't reveal a symbol, so we just take a damage. Oh, he got the same thing. Yep, same thing. Take a damage. Alright, I think what's going to happen here is I think Cho's going to go first. So Cho's just going to smack this guy. What he is actually going to do is he's going to engage the Clover Club pit boss. This guy's going to try and attack me. Was this? It's not even my upgraded counterpunch. There it is. I thought I had my upgraded counterpunch. I'll use my upgraded counterpunch. So, fast when an enemy attacks you before resolving its attack. We get to fight him with +2 fist. So we're at 7. That's -3. That easily beats 2. And it does +1 damage, so this guy's dead. This guy's got 4 health. So I think what we're going to do is probably hit him with the old 1-2 punch. So, first one we fight at 6 versus 3. Yeah, I believe. -2. So he takes a damage here. And if we succeed with this one, we'll trigger our event and he'll take 3 extra damage here. So we're fighting at 7 now. Yep. So he'll take an additional damage and then we'll trigger our thing. Additional damage. And he will go to the victory display. Alrighty. I think Cho's just gonna open this other back hall, see what's in here for his last action. Just so we have a bunch of stuff. Alright, so this is where Daryl's now gonna hopefully shine. So I'm gonna investigate using the key ring and this gumption. And then I'm going to Shed a Light. So Shed a Light says, play before revealing a chaos token, and only if the test is 0, which it is. The test succeeds, I discover 1 additional clue at this location, and 1 additional clue at any location. So we'll take 2 from here, and an additional 1 from over here. That's his first action. So slightly annoying. I should have probably gotten 1 clue from here, then looked for the you know, VIP area, just so we could get everything. Well, that's fine. I don't mind getting all the clues first. And then we'll go 1, 2. Alright, enemy phase. So, at the start of the enemy phase, this guy's dead. And then this guy moves down. And then we do upkeep. Got a safeguard and a flashlight here. Bad card. And we'll see what we get. A rat. And Cho got need for knowledge. So, if you have no clues, he doesn't against Surge. So we'll get another card. Arousing suspicion. Place 1 doom on each criminal at our location. There was none at our location. He loses 2 resources. Poor fella. Alright. So. He's gonna engage this swarm of rats. He's just gonna punch it. And then, I think he's probably got to get ready to fight this conglomeration of spheres. So, he's just going to get a resource. Daryl's going to do a test. You know, I wanted him here so we could, so in case he got an enemy. We're just going to burn the midnight oil. It's 2 to 5. We get the clue. And he's just gonna move out here, and we'll spend the clues. Alrighty. We have completed extracurricular. So the VIP rooms are filled with mangled and bloody bodies of unfortunate patrons. There doesn't appear to be any trace of Dr. Morgan. We hear screaming and gunfire in the main area of the club. So we have to find Peter Clover. This is this fella. And put him into play at the Clover Club bar. And now we have to search the encounter deck for an abomination and put it in the bar. So we search here. So there's 2 abominations left. There's another conglomeration of spheres, and there should be, yeah, this guy, Servant of the Lurker. He's alright. We could just go another conglomeration. They're real easy, but I want to, let's get the victory. Let's try for the victory. Let's try and be greedy. Boom. This is at his location. And we go to fold. So, this guy is not considered an enemy for the purposes of this ability. While Peter is not controlled by a player, he gains parlay. Action parlay, test willpower, convince him to follow us. If we succeed, we just place a clue on him. We need 2 clues. We need to pass the test twice. And essentially, if we resign with him, we don't have to resign with him. We just have to resign to advance this. But we'll give it a try. We'll see what he does. What was I up to? Enemy phase. That's right. So enemy phase. This guy's dead. This guy moves down. This guy moves down. They're Cho's problem. That's not too bad. We could. Did I shuffle? I'm going to give it a shuffle just in case. Alright. Violent commands. So I have to do a head test at the end of turn to get rid of it, or deal someone. Sorry. I have to deal someone 2 damage, or at the end of turn I take a head test. If I fail, I take a horror. A Banyan Thug, so he's got a thug on him. That's slightly annoying. I would have liked him to start attacking these guys, but that's okay. I think what we're gonna do, so this guy's gonna come down and do 4 damage, hey? I think we're gonna clean him out on this guy. So we're at 5 versus 4. Is that okay? We'll go 6 to 4. Yep. Okay, cool. And then we'll use his ability to give this +1 damage to kill this guy. Alright. So this guy's going to go for the lowest brain, which is him at the moment. So we've got +1 from Granny Orn. That's good. So I think what we'll do is we'll prepare for the worst and try and find our boxing gloves. Okay, we found our boxing gloves. And we'll play our boxing gloves. Alright, so that's Cho done. Daryl. What do we got in the bin? Anything for... You know what? Let's scrounge a gumption back just to make something we do easier. We'll draw a card. Ah, sweet. And we'll play the leather coat. Alright. So enemy phase. So this guy is going to go to Cho. He's going to smack him for 1-on-1. Cho is going to take it and like it. The Servant of the Lurker is going to move here. And we'll do an upkeep. So we might have Daryl. Come in and try and evade this guy and just run away from him. No, we won't. He's got rats. Hunted down. If there are no unengaged criminal enemies, gain surge. So there's no criminals at the moment. He's not considered a criminal. Caught cheating. No one was cheated. It's got surge. Place a doom on an enemy. No doom was placed. Lose 2 resources. Okay. So the first thing I think we're going to do is Cho's going to punch the hell out of this guy. We're not going to... So if... You know what? We will. We'll vicious blow him. So we're at 7 while fighting. So this is just a passive bonus. We're not actually performing an attack with this melee card. We get +1 from vicious blow. Alright, so we deal an extra damage here. Then I think what we'll do is, I think we'll 1-2 punch this guy. So again, we get +2 for fighting, and then a +1 from that. Alright, wow, alright. So there's a damage here. I will use our thing for it, and that way the last punch will kill it. When we pass, we get an extra +1 from this. This is a -3, but he's only got 1. He's straight up dead. This does another 2 damage. He's not worth a victory, so he goes to the bin, but we do get to trigger the boxing gloves and look at the top 9 for a spirit. Which we do want to find. We want to find something. This Monster Slayer. Also avoiding that Tommy Malloy was pretty good there. We want to find this Monster Slayer. Alright. So, what do we do? Oh, we just Vicious Blow and 1-2 punch. So we've got 1 more action. This guy's going to move into us next turn because he's got the lowest feet as well. So I think that's fine. We'll just get a resource so we can dodge it. Daryl's going to fight this. Rats. We'll gumption it. So it's on 0. We can't lose. I also should have taken a photo of this. I keep forgetting to use my bloody camera. That's what it's there for. Alrighty. I think I'll slam down the empirical hypothesis just to get some more stuff online, and we'll draw a card. This will trigger. We're 4 versus 3. This is -2. We'll granny on and we'll fail by 1 less, which means we don't fail. Oh, whoops, hold on. Come back here. I didn't mean to discard it. Yeah, I just don't take a horror. Cool. Enemy phase. This guy's going to come down to Cho. We're going to do what we said. We're going to dodge. So, fast when it attacks us, cancel that attack. Alright, now Cho's whole thing is to try and kill this man for us, while Daryl, hopefully, can do stuff with Peter Clover. Upkeep. Ooh. Professor Rice, hey? We've got Granny. Caught cheating? No one's cheated. Idle hands. So during my turn, I can take 2 damage to take an extra action. At the end of the round, I'll take a horror. Something in the drinks. No one had a drink either. Twist of Fate. Alright. -3. So it was not a positive number. He takes a damage. Alright. I think let's do Daryl. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. We're going to do this, Idle Hands. It's a fast action trigger. Take 2 damage. He'll take 1. His coat will take 1. And we get an extra action. Which, our extra action, I also should have said my empirical hypothesis thing, which will be, was there a 3 shroud location? Yeah, enter a 3 shroud location. So we get some evidence on that on the way through. All right, and yeah, I think we just do this test. So Peter Clover, oh, it's up here. I believe it's 3. Yeah, parlay and then 3. Yep, we'll parlay. We'll use this evidence we just gained to reduce it by 2. So we're 4 versus 1. Okay, and that's my whole turn for now. We'll test this as well. We're at 4 versus 3. That's -3. So we'll take a horror. And it's Cho's turn. Cho is going to Monster Slay this man. We're on 7. It does +1 damage if it hits. 4, that's a -3. That puts us even Steven. So we'll do that. We're going to trigger his ability for this, so it'll take an extra damage. And then, yeah, we'll sweeping kick this man. So it's going to add our feet to it, so we're at 7, 9 from the boxing gloves as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, so that puts us at 5. And I believe he takes an extra damage from this. Yeah, +1 damage. So this guy's dead because Cho, you know. The only reason is Cho. Cho's good. Like Cho. We'll search the top 9. Alrighty. What is there? Shame I can't get Randall. We'll get this kid over here, just in case Daryl needs some more help. That was 2 actions. Sweeping kick and my monster. We'll move to the darkened hall. And that's everyone's turn. There's no enemies. Upkeep. Ooh, that's rough. Another idle hands. That's actually super helpful right now. And a curse luck. So we're going to start with Daryl. Daryl's going to try and do this test. I should choose my hypothesis thing. My hypothesis, because there's no point camera in this because there's no clues to discover. I don't know. We'll say we pass by 3 or more. That'll do. Unless, of course, let's see. So I move back here with trigger hypothesis off the 3. That's an action. Move back. I also forgot to reveal this. Then third action, do that. Then we can idle hands, free action, move back here. Then 1, 2, 3. We could do that. And that almost guarantees we'll pass it. Otherwise, we're at 4 versus 3. We can put 1 to it. And then we've got a lucky. If we fail. Yeah, no, that's fine. We'll do the test. We'll see what happens. We'll try and pass by 3 or more. So we'll give ourselves +1. So we're at 5 versus 3. Okay, I didn't need to worry about it. So he's got 2 or more. If there are, we take control of him. We will. He goes over there. That was 1 action. So our second action will move here. Our third action will move here. We'll idle hands. Take 1 on the coat, 1 on me. And we get another action to move here. We have to test this, which we will, at 4 versus 3. We failed. We take a horror. Okay. And now it's Cho's turn. Cho's going to move. He's just going to stay here just in case. He'll soothe in Melody. He's going to heal. Probably himself for 2 and draw a card. Because I can't heal. I can't heal my friend anyway. I can't commit cards. I can't affect him with other cards. So, and then the last thing I will do is I get a resource. Alright. Enemy phase, there's none. Upkeep. Old keyring, pretty good. Right, 6. So, oh, another violent command. He is going to, just so I can say I did it, he is going to take a photo of his violent commands. Alright, we're going to try and get this extra victory, and then we're going to leave. So, we're going to keyring, investigate, shrouds at 0. Oh, and then, I don't know, we'll just shed a light because we can. We get both of these. We also take a photo. And then we out. Cho's gonna punch a rat, I suppose. I don't have to, but for lols. We'll hit this rat with all of this. Where'd I put my boxing gloves? Oh, I accidentally put my boxing gloves in the bin. When did that happen? Alright. Oh, we failed. You know what? Rats are hard to kill. And unlike a coward, he resigns. Come here. Alright. That's pretty good. I think that went well. Early on, Cho is a bit of a killing machine. But, you know, later on this campaign gets hard. The enemies are pretty rough in this, I think. Just in general, from experience of playing. Alright, so what do we get? Well, first we have to flip this. It says, we make our way towards the rain-slick streets of Arkham. We reside with Peter Clover. Resolution 3. Okay. So, although we're unable to find Dr. Morgan in the club, the man we rescue is grateful for our help. He introduces himself as Peter Clover, the owner of the establishment you just left. Despite the situation, he maintains an air of quiet professionalism, and as you make your way up towards the street, a well-polished Chrysler B70 rolls up to you, and a gorgeous woman with long brown hair and narrow eyes exits. She is flanked by dangerous-looking men who slip their hands under their suit jackets when they see you. "Peter," she says with a sigh of relief. "Good, you're okay. I heard there was trouble." She turns and glares at you with deadly eyes. "Who are they?" Mr. Clover dusts off his vest, unworried. "Naomi, my dear, these are friends of mine. He clears his throat. "They escorted me off the premises," he says after a short pause. "They have earned our gratitude." The woman crosses her arms and takes a moment to size you up before giving you a smirk. "Very well then, I must thank you for taking care of Peter. Run along now, we handle things from here." She nods and the goons flank her as they walk past you towards the club's rear entrance, pulling firearms out from underneath their coats. You're not sure what handling things means, but you're pretty sure you don't want to be here when the gunfire starts. You thank Naomi and Peter and head off. We record that Naomi has our back and Dr. Francis Morgan was kidnapped. So, Naomi has our back. Morgs was kidnapped. Alright. If any cheated? No one cheated. And we get victory X for the victory display, which we've got one here, one there, so that's 2, and then I believe these 3, so 1, 2, 3, that's 5. Yeah, thanks for joining me. Next time we will be doing the Miskatonic Museum, where hopefully a big giant snake doesn't eat me. If you like the content, like, subscribe, comment down below, and I appreciate you for joining me. Take care.